Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. In these clips that I've been putting together and posting them on the YouTube, I have been solving math problems that appear in this book, the official SAT study guide. There are 8 exams in each. Each exam has 3 math sections. You must practice all of those exams if you want to do well on the SAT. In this particular clip, I'm going to solve a problem that appears in exam number 5, section number 7, page 673, question number 16. Let's take a look at it, see what it says. If after watching the clip you find my explanation helpful, and if you wish to purchase the DVD that contains the solutions to all the math problem in this particular section, just send me an email, or for that matter any sections of any exam, just send me an email telling me which exam and which section that you would wish to purchase the DVD for, and I'll take care of it. Also, if you wish to hire me for personal tutoring, one-to-one, face-to-face, I'm located in Hartford, Connecticut. Just send me an email and we'll talk about it. The distance does not prevent me from coming to you as long as you make it worth my time. Let's take a look at it. It says in the picture above, the route of Diane's trip from her house to her job. In the picture above shows the route of Diane's trip from her house to her job. You must have the book in front of you. Turn to page number 673 in this book. Question number 16. Have that in front of you. As I'm reading it, you should be reading it as well. That's the only way you're going to follow the problem. So let's draw this route that is shown to us. A to B, and then C to D. Let's write down the numbers in a different color, in a purple color. 16 miles. Doesn't have to be miles. Okay, if you're watching this thing in some other country where it's a metric system, just pretend it's meter. The unit doesn't matter. 16 miles, 16 meter makes no difference because they're all the same unit. From B to C is 15 meter, and from C to D is 4 meter, or 4 mile if you like. So that is a route that she takes. She drives every morning from A to B. She goes 16 miles. Then she drives from B to C. She goes 15 miles. And finally she drives from C to D 4 miles. If she were able to, Diane traveled 16 miles from A to B, 15 miles from B to C, and 4 miles from C to D, as I just explained. If she were able to travel from A to D directly, how much shorter in miles would the trip be? Well, let's take a look at it. Very first thing you should notice is that it says if she, I'm digressing here big time, if she were, not was. That's one of the things that appears in the grammar section of the exam. When one is speaking hypothetically, it has to be were. If I were rich, I would have bought a BMW. If I were rich, not if I was rich. People say it all the time. They don't pay attention to the grammar. They don't employ adverbs. They just butcher the language. No, one must pay attention to one's grammar. If I were, if she were, which she is not. It's just a hypothetical statement. The question is, if she were able to go directly, in other words, if she somehow were able to fly to her work, how much less would she travel? So let's take a look at it. This is what we're talking about. Right here. So it should be if she were. Let me redraw this diagram, okay? Because we have to figure out this part. Here what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 4 miles and bring it down. And then this part, of course, is the same as that part. From here, from B to C is 15 miles, so it stands to reason that from D to D. That was brilliant, wasn't it? Let's give it a different name, this vertex. Let's call it E. from D to E, from, what happened just now? I don't know. The estrogen level just spiked. From, I'm just kidding, I'm just joking. From D to E should also be 15. So I'm dealing with the triangle. I'm going to erase everything. Everything that we do not need, I'm going to erase it so that we can see what we actually need. Okay, here we go. The triangle that we're dealing with is this. That's it. This is 16. From A to E it is, well, A to E would be, A to E would be 20 because A to B was 16, and from D to E would be 15. You see how I did it? Okay. If you have, you can go back, you can look at your picture and see how it, the original picture looks like this. We're wasting time here right now, actually. And the root that we're looking at is this. So I just picked this line here and I just shifted it to the right. That's what I did. That's what it is. Okay. So now all we have to do is find the value of this hypotenuse AD, and we are home free. We know that D to E. So I'm basically dealing with this triangle here. Very simple triangle. Very, very simple triangle. This is 20. This is 15. The question is this: what is that hypotenuse? It doesn't get any simpler than that. Can you figure out what the hypotenuse is? Well, of course, you could sit there and do this. You can say the hypotenuse would be, let's call it x here, would be x squared would be 20 squared plus 15 squared, and then you figure out what 15 squared plus 20 squared is, and then figure out the x obviously eventually, and you will get there, and you will find that this is 25. Another way to solve this hypotenuse is to recognize what kind of triangle we are dealing with. Whenever I see, that's a right angle triangle right here. Whenever I see a right angle triangle on the SAT, my first instinct, my first gut is to check to make sure that it is not that special triangle, the 3, 4, 5 triangle. A 3, 4, 5 triangle. This is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Because 3 squared plus 4 squared, 9 plus 16 equals 25, which is 5 squared. That is a 3, 4, 5 triangle. This side is basically 4 times 5. This time is basically 3 times 5. So it stands the reason that this should be 5 times 5. 3, 4, 5. A 3, 4, and a 5. You see? So this side is 25 meter. The missing side is 25 meter. In other words, her straight route would be 25 meters. What is her indirect route? Indirect route that she takes is 20 miles this way, because she goes 16 this up to here, and then another 4 this way. That's 20 miles this way, 15 miles going north. Altogether she goes 40 miles. Instead of 40 miles, she can get to work in only 25 miles if she was able to fly. Had she flown, she would have had to drive 15 miles less. Why does it say 10 miles? This is 20. Oh, 20 plus 15. Sorry, this is 16 plus 4, 20. This is 15. That's 35 as opposed to 25. She will drive 10 miles less. The answer is C. C is the answer. There you go. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next clip. Okay? Send me an email, post some comments on the YouTube, subscribe to the channel if you wish to get the videos right away, and get hold of me through email if you wish to purchase any of the books or the DVDs, or if you wish to hire me directly, personally that is. Thank you.